Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What's cooking, good looking? Welcome back to the channel. So, there I was, doing my thing, eating a sandwich. You know how life works. And then it hit me. I want to talk about Pragmata. You know Pragmata, Capcom's newest IP. It's sweeping the internet right now. That is because, for the first time ever, it was playable at Summer Games Fest and Gamescom. And I say that, and you're like, Cap, what do you mean first time ever? Didn't they just announce this game? No. No, they did not. Pragmata was announced way back in the ancient year of 2020. Yeah. You feel old yet? And basically, this game, it had a couple of trailers and teasers, but then it kept getting delayed, right? And this happened like 4 to 5 billion times. Like 5 trillion times this game got delayed. And we all kind of just thought that it was going to be Capcom's next Deep Down. Do you guys remember Deep Down? This was a Capcom Souls-like game from like, I don't know, dude, what was that, 10 years ago? And basically, this game, it just went radio silent. Capcom, they have not mentioned Deep Down. They haven't said what has happened to Deep Down. It just disappeared, you know? And we all kind of think that they repurposed Deep Down into Monster Hunter World and Dragon's Dogma 2, right? At least that's what I think. I hope Deep Down is still alive and kicking somewhere in the Capcom dungeon. But we all thought Pragmata, it was headed towards the Deep Down route, you know? But then at Summer Games Fest this year, Capcom, they're like, actually, no, Pragmata, it still exists, right? We're back. We have gameplay. You can play it at Summer Games Fest, right? So we're all like, huh, okay, that's interesting. There was a story trailer too, you know? So, dude, there's a lot going on with Pragmata. The brunt of the conversation, however, is that Pragmata might be a secret Mega Man game. Excuse me? Hello? Really quick, guys, before we get into this, because it is kind of crazy, we're gonna listen, this road, we're gonna take this snaking road. There's a lot of twists and turns. Do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys like Capcom stuff. Help your boy out. I would appreciate it. We're almost at 3,000 subs. We're dangerously close, dare I say. But Pragmata, let's talk about the story of Pragmata, the setting, right? So basically, Pragmata, you play as this astronaut named Hugh, right? And Hugh, he's on this lunar station, right? We're on the moon. There's this robotics colony, kind of, sort of. And basically, this robotics station is on the moon, and there's a bunch of rogue androids going crazy, right? They're doing crazy robot things, attacking people. You know how these things go. And then we meet Diana, right? And Diana is this little girl. She's an android as well, right? They call it androids Pragmatas, right? That's the name of the video game. And Diana, she joins up with Hugh, and basically the two of you guys run through this space station, and you guys go on this epic adventure. You guys do a Pragmata, right? Neat. And the main gameplay loop of Pragmata is that Hugh is the damage dealer. He has all the guns and stuff. He has all the movement. He has this, like, you know, this little jetpack. He can fly around and hover and dodge and stuff and dash. You know how Mega Man be dashing, but I'm joking with you guys. But basically, Diana, she's on your back, and she can hack all these enemies for you, because all the enemies, they're robots, they're Pragmatas, right? So while you're aiming, you're doing this like little hacking puzzle with Diana while you're shooting with Hugh, right? And once the hack is done, the enemies, their armor exposes their weak points, and then you blast them. Cool. Is that really Mega Man-like? Not really, right? There's some similarities there, sure, right? Robots, you know, the moon is a Mega Man locale, right? Especially with Mega Man Legends, right? Mega Man Volnut is trapped up there on the moon. Whatever. I'm not even a big Mega Man Legends fan. I know I just lost a bunch of you guys from me saying that, but listen, hey, I like me some Battle Network, Star Force, those are my games, right? But listen, the moral of the story is, there's some similarities, sure. The Mega Man of it all comes from the story trailer. Okay, because the story trailer opens up, right? We also got this during Summer Games Fest, where it's like it's like a corporate ad for the Delphi Corporation, right? And the Delphi Corporation, they're the ones making all these robots and stuff, right? Cool, right? It's their lunar base up there that we're, doing a Pragmata on, And during the commercial for this Delphi Corporation, they show all these Luna filaments, right? And the trained eye looks at these and you're like, that looks like a Mega Man power-up. And you would be correct. They do look like Mega Man power-ups, right? And this is where the majority of the Mega Man comparisons are coming from. People are like, especially this one, the third one, that looks like just straight up like, there's like eyes in it, right? Like, excuse me? Right, so that's the first thing, right? That's level 1 brain. Level 2 brain, we're gonna go in deeper, okay? Delphi, for all my my Greek mythology heads, Delphi in Greek mythology was supposedly the center of the earth, right? The center of the world is at Delphi. The god and protector of Delphi is Apollo. Apollo is a god of many things, but most importantly, he's a god of light. He's a god of light. Isn't that interesting, right? Dr. Light, he's the guy that made Mega Man and all the robots. That's interesting as well, right? So there's a lot of correlations here. If it was just one or two of these things, it would just be a coincidence in my opinion. But there's a lot that's like really stacking up, you know what I mean? Another thing, in the demo for Gamescom, you play this like little opening level, that's cool. At the end you fight a boss. Supposedly at Gamescom, after you beat the boss, the demo immediately ends. You do not see what happens after you beat the boss. What if Hugh, for whatever reason, he gains an ability from this boss, and that's why they didn't want people to see what happens next? Hey, I'm just throwing that out there. This is conspiracy theory territory at this point, Capcom, they've been pretty slick lately, right? Especially with Exoprimal and Dragon's Dogma 2, right? These are two games that I absolutely love, by the way. But Capcom, they put these two games out here lately, and they're not at all what they seemed, right? Especially Dragon's Dogma 2, right? Dragon's Dogma 2, it didn't even say Dragon's Dogma 2 throughout most of the game, right? You have to, like, go through some hoops and stuff to where you actually unlock the second game. Up until that point, it's basically just a replay of the first game, which is really genius, considering the fact that Dragon's Dogma is a game about, like, predetermined destiny and doing things over and over again, right? Dude, I love me some Dragon's Dogma too, man. But anyway, I say all this because Pragmata, I can totally see them pulling something like that, right? We get to the end of the game, and I don't know, dude, we have to rescue Diana, our little Pragmata robot friend, and Hugh has to activate, I don't know, the Mega Man protocol or something, and they give him like a Mega Man suit or something. I don't know, dude. Capcom, they've been trying to make Mega Man super duper realistic and gritty for a while now. The last Mega Man game that got canceled was Maverick Hunter, right? And it was supposed to be this like first person Mega Man shooting game, Which, I mean, at the time, we all kind of rolled our eyes. We're like, Mega Man, what? First person shooter? And then we kind of just crapped on it unceremoniously, But nowadays, now that we don't have any Mega Man anything at all, I look back fondly at this. I'm like, oh, this was kind of cool, One last thing. Also, I have to preface this by saying, and we're really late in the video, I don't know if it's a Mega Man game, guys. I don't know. This is all theory territory. I realize a lot of people, they come to my channel because sometimes I do talk about leaks and rumors and stuff, right? And I do make some pretty good calls on the information that I've gathered. Example, like, I don't know, 2 months before Monster Hunter Wilds dropped, I'm like, guys, hey, this is the roster of monsters we're going to get. And also, Lagiacrus and Seregios, they're going to be in a title update later. That totally happened. And also, like, 3 months before Season 3 of Street Fighter 6 was revealed, I'm like, hey, guys, these are the characters that are going to be in Season 3. Based off of a reputable source that I've gathered. Yeah. So, yeah, check that out. right? And then when I make videos where I'm just, speculating, people get really mad at me because, I should be armed with more information than I have when I'm speculating. So I get it, that's why I'm saying this now. This is all speculation, guys. With that being said, let's talk about the Capcom leak of 2020. I lied to you guys. I do have some, a little bit of information. It was this huge thing, a couple years ago in 2020, which ironically is when Pragmata was revealed. But basically, Capcom, someone hacked them, right? And we got a bunch of leaked games, right? And for the most part, this basically came true, right? Some of the Resident Evil games, they have code names, right? We don't know when and where they shifted these things around. But for the most part, right, Street Fighter 6 is there. Dragon's Dogma 2 is here. What else, dude? Onimusha, that was just announced. Right, so for the most part, this is pretty spot on. There's a Mega Man title here. Right, you guys see that right there? That's Mega Man Match. What is that? I don't know, dude. I don't know what that is. Mega Man Match. What could that mean? Right? Matching like a puzzle game, maybe? You're matching two things? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. My only thing is that Pragmata is not on here. Pragmata is nowhere to be seen. Right? Like, we have Street Fighter 6, we have Super Street Fighter 6, we have Ultra Street Fighter 6, we have Dragon's Dogma 2, right? Monster Hunter 6, that's Monster Hunter Wild, that's there, right? But Pragmata is not here, which is really fascinating considering the fact that Capcom, they really want this game to come out, right? It's been delayed a million times, and they keep pressing on, they keep cracking on, right? We're definitely gonna put this game out, dude. Why is that? Why are they so hard pressed to put this game out? Pragmata's not here, but Mega Man Match is, right? And that's when I got to thinking, right? Dude, maybe Mega Man Match, that's the code name for this game. And the match in question, right? The puzzle that I just referred to. What if that's Diana's hacking mechanic? What if that's what they're referring to? Or maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I've been thinking about this for the past, 2 weeks, right? Ever since the Summer Games Fest when we got that trailer. Like I said, I'm not the first person to mention all the Mega Man similarities. There's a couple of handful of videos out there. There's a ton of Reddit threads. People on Twitter have been bringing this up. I haven't seen anyone mention the Mega Man Match thing, though, right? So I thought I don't know. I throw my hat into the ring, right? Throw my egg into the basket, if I were to be so bold. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Pragmata is a secret Mega Man game? Or do you guys think that this is just a sick new Capcom IP? Either way, it looks like we're getting a good game. Because people that have played Pragmata, they're saying that it might be a Game of the Year contender next year. So, either way, I'm happy. But, I don't know, guys. Anyway, that's the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.